Alright guys, welcome back to another toy collector review with me, Sergeant Geek. And I went back to my local Walmart and was able to pick up 3 more of these superpower figures. So we got 3 today, starting with, here is Nightwing. Now guys, we remember how the packaging is. It's kind of reminiscent of the original packaging from the 80s, but let's take a quick look once again. As you can see, you got that nice clear plastic to see the figure. The figure looks really nice. I love the head sculpts on these new figures here. You got some cool artwork of Nightwing on the side there. You got the Superpowers logo up top. And he actually comes with a couple of accessories here. His little batons that he actually uses. And on the back, you can see they obviously added more figures to the series. As you can see, we have Wonder Woman, another the He Who's Laughing Batman, and a few others. We'll get into those as we find them. And as always, you got the backstory of Nightwing there as well if you want a freeze frame on it. Let's go ahead and let's open this up and let's take a look at this Nightwing figure. Now these are basically remakes and reissues of the original 80s series, just a new twist on them, like especially Nightwing. I don't think he was ever in the Superpowers line, but since he is a character in DC, obviously they brought him into it. Now the batons here are basic, very simple. Now as always, very simple articulation with this guy, as it is designed to be like an 80s toy, but he does have some good sculpting on the head there. If my camera will focus on it properly. Let me see if I can get the focus right. See here. Okay, there we go. Really like the head sculpt there. The body sculpt is what it always is for these 80s style toys. Very muscular, very small legs at the bottom, but nevertheless nicely done. You can see here, not much detail to the Nighthawk character, or Nightwing. I'm sorry, not Nighthawk, Nightwing, as he is basically just a black suit with the blue stripe that goes across it and a V on the chest. The articulation in the head, as always, you can move left or right, but not up or down. The arms, there's no bending in the elbows, but he has 360 rotation at the shoulders. And when it comes to the legs, you can go forward and back all the way, and he has almost a full 90-degree bend at the knees. And he does have an open hand, so we can actually stick his batons in there. So let's get those in there right now. There we go. Once again, really cool. Very nicely done. Let me get him to stand up, because these guys can't stand up. From the last ones, they are standing up on the shelves, very nice. So there he is. Nicely done. Let's go ahead and let's take a look at the other 2 that I got in today. Alright guys, so the next figure we're going to be taking a look at is the Green Lantern figure here, and this is of John Stewart. Really cool. I actually like this figure. I'm glad they actually brought him out. Once again, here, take a quick look at him. Inside the plastic, he actually comes with the Green Lantern there. A very cool artwork of John Stewart on the side there. And it looks like he was part of the first set of figures in Wave 1. I still gotta try to find me a Superman, but let's go ahead. As always, let's open up the package and let's take a look at the Green Lantern. Now this thing, once again, kind of like with Nightwing, he is in a pretty much all black suit with just some green highlights. So there's not going to be a lot of detail that you can really see on here. But nevertheless, let's take a look at him anyway. If my camera, once again, my camera wants that. There we go. Now I do like the decal on the chest. The head looks pretty nice. Once again, the body sculpted in that over muscular design of the 80s. The painting of the boots and the wrist. Everything looks really good on it. I like this figure. It's gonna look nice up on my Justice League shelf there. Really cool. Now his arms are positioned a different way, and I believe that's because he actually has the lantern as well. That might be it, but let's go through the articulation as always. 360 rotation at the shoulders. Oh, and you can actually see he does have the ring painted on his finger right there. Let me see if I can get the camera to focus on it. It doesn't really have the design of the ring on it, but at least it's there so you can actually, if you're a kid playing with them, you can actually realize he does have his power ring on him. Now let's go ahead and let's give him his Green Lantern to the Green Lantern, which is funny. But let's go ahead, mount that in his hands. Let's see here, there we go. All right. So there we go, Green Lantern holding the Green Lantern holding the Green Lantern. Once again, very nicely done with this figure. Let's make sure, like the other ones, that he can actually stand. Get him to balance right. And there you go, he's actually standing up by his own. So let's go ahead and let's check out the last figure that I picked up from this series. Alright guys, so we got one more figure that I was able to pick up today, and this here I think is a pretty cool one. This here is Deathstroke. Now once again, like all the other figures, let's take a quick look at the packaging, but we already seen that, so let's take a quick look at the artwork, which looks really nice. I like that artwork right there, and they made the figure to match. Now I don't think Deathstroke was ever in the original Superpowers, but it would have been cool if he was. I'm gonna have to look into that. And as always, you got the backstory of Deathstroke there, along with all the other figures and the two vehicles. I might get the Superman vehicle, not 100% sure yet, we'll wait and see. But let's go ahead, let's get Deathstroke out and let's take a look at him. There we go. And he comes with an accessory, he comes with a sword. So we'll take a look at all that stuff now. Let's get rid of this. There we go, and let's take a look at the figure. I think this figure is nicely done. They did it just like the toys. You can see there is no eye there, just like the other one. Looks really cool. Like that face is almost invisible. It's so dark on that one side, and the detail on the legs and on the under armor that's black, it looks really nice. I don't know if the camera's picking it up. The colors just seem to pop. Let me see if my camera will get in focus. Come on, stop messing with me. Focus. Let me see if I can adjust it. Okay, there we go. Now, I'm not sure if it does come up on camera, but the black parts of the figure have some nice detail, except for the head. The head is just a smooth black, but looks really nice. Lots of detail on it. It's not just painted on stuff. You got some stuff added on to him. It looks really good. And if they would have done a Deathstroke figure back in the day, I would have hoped it would have looked something as cool as this one. Now he does have a sword. His hand's a little bit more closed than usual. So let me try to see if I can force the sword in so we can get him to hold it. I think we got it right there. Very nice. This is gonna look really cool on that Superpower shelf, the Super Friends shelf as well. I think this looks awesome. Really, really nice. Just the detail on this guy is really incredible. For such a basic 80s style figure that's reissued, it looks really cool. Let me get him to stand. Okay, there we go. Alright guys, so this is where we're gonna wrap it up for today. Alright guys, so that's gonna wrap up another episode of Toy Collector Review. But really quick before we go, I wanted to bring out all those figures again real fast, the ones I got so far in this collection, and to bring out some of my older Superpower figures as well. As you can see here, we got Darkseid, Flash, Green Lantern, Deathstroke. Let me see what we got next. Coming up next, we got Batman. I'm really liking that Batman there. It looks really cool. And we got Nightwing. Really nice, really cool. Now the Superpower original figures I got here, we got Penguin. We got the 89 Batman, which is basically the Superpowers Batman just painted black. We got Robin here. And I think I got one more. Here we go. And here we got Hawkman. Now these are the figures that I've gotten from the original Superpowers. Now to go along with the reissues, I think is going to be really cool. And I thought it'd be something really cool just to bring them all out and show them off right now. Okay, so we come to that point in the video where I give my recommendation. Are these reissued superpower figures worth getting? In my opinion, they kind of are. If you keep them carded and on the inside the package, they might be worth something down the line, but it's gonna be a selected few people that actually will want them back then, because not too many people play with them. My suggestion would be, they're cool figures. If you play with them when you're younger, go ahead, get the set, put them on display, teach your kids about them, show them old commercials, show them the old Super Friends cartoon. Get them excited about these as much as you were when you were a kid, and maybe they'll want to start collecting with you if they ain't doing it already. Who knows? But to me, these are worth more out of the package and on display than they would be carded. But once again, that's just my opinion. It's your collection, you collect and display it how you see fit. Well guys, it comes to that point where if you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, become a member of this channel. Hit that bell notification so you can be notified every time I put out a new video. And guys, share these videos on all your social media platforms, and do smash that like button. It does help with the YouTube algorithm. And guys, if there's anything in particular you would like to see on this channel, go ahead and hit me in the comment section below, and I will do my best to get that out there for you guys. Once again, I'm Sergeant Geek, and I'm signing off.